Hey there, viewers, and welcome to Get Well, Stay Well, live, and most importantly, we're interactive with you today. I'm Cyrus Fernando, and I'm delighted to be joined once again by our lovely Felicity. How you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. So I had a wonderful weekend, just lovely in the sunshine, and talking to lots of viewers from America. We are being watched in America a lot. It's really interesting.
Very good. Yeah. I mean, it's the wonders of the internet, it's the wonders of all the satellites and everything else that we're on. I believe we actually broadcast to 169 countries around the world. That is fantastic, isn't it?
I know, it's really exciting. And what I love is some people are interested in the health thing, and so they're actually now watching Revelation TV, and so they're beginning to know about the Lord as well. So it's really, really exciting.
Wonderful, Felicity. So what have we got on today's programme?
Well, we're going to start off with the Brooklyn Gospel Choir, which I love. Absolutely wonderful music, and there's such an atmosphere. So we're going to start with that. I think it's going to be a really lovely start to the programme.
And we are live and interactive, most importantly, Felicity. So the viewers can send in their questions that you might have for them. And we have the iPad here ready to see your text messages and your emails. So wonderful. What else?
We've got Dr. Patrick Vickers.
That's it. That's it.
So exciting. We tried to Skype him live. It was really difficult with the internet connection.
Yes.
So in the end, we did radio. We waited for an hour. But anyway, he is so dynamic and great. He just comes out with the whole thing. So this is a 3-minute taster, really.
Okay.
But he's going to be speaking at my Get Well, Stay Well days in UK and Ireland this year, this summer, because he's really passionate about getting the word out there on Gerson therapy. He's a Christian.
Right.
And he's got this wonderful clinic in Mexico.
Yes.
And now he's opening up in Indonesia, which is really interesting.
Wonderful.
In a place called Surabaya.
Wow. We need something like that over here in Europe, don't you?
We need it.
Now, very excitingly now, we've got coming up the interview with Patrick Vickers.
Right.
You managed to get through finally after several attempts.
2 days, yes, of trying to Skype him when he was in Barcelona and then in Mexico. So anyway, we're there on the radio now. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look at this. This is our lovely Felicity talking to Dr. Patrick Vickers. Let's have a look.
Hello there, I'm Felicity Corbin-Wheeler, and today I'm delighted to have Dr. Patrick Vickers on the line from Mexico. And it's going to be really interesting to hear what Patrick has to say, because Patrick is, to my mind, the world authority on the Gerson therapy, which saved my life in 2003. So hello, Patrick, are you there?
Yes, Felicity, I'm here.
Right, that's wonderful. So Patrick, we have huge admiration for your dedication and compassion for your patients. And we very often show clips on my Get Well, Stay Well program. Now, we'd love you to tell us more about the actual workings of the Gerson treatment.
Yes. Well, as you know, Nobel Peace Prize winner Albert Schweitzer called Dr. Gerson the greatest genius in medical history. And Gerson died in 1959, and to this day, 57 years after his death, he remains the greatest genius in medical history. What he understood about the cellular workings behind cancer, nobody to this day has been able to duplicate. And so the Gerson therapy, as you well know, because you did it, it's a very intense and disciplined dietary and detoxification regime.
Right.
And there are very specific rules. People think that the Gerson therapy is just juicing and coffee enemas, but we know that it is highly, highly specific as to what you can and what you cannot eat. But in a nutshell, our patients are getting 20 pounds of organic fruits and vegetables every day, and mostly in the form of juices. They certainly eat that much food in a day, so they have to get that in the form of juices. And juices, they enter the bloodstream almost as quickly as alcohol enters the bloodstream. And so you can imagine the amount of nutrients that the human body gets in 20 pounds of organic fruits and vegetables every day. And if that food is not organic, our patients simply will not survive. But so first and foremost is the nutrition. But then when you give that amount of nutrition, you have to detoxify the body. And the way that you detoxify the body is through coffee enemas. There's not a more powerful way to detoxify the human body than a coffee enema. And so our patients are getting 5 coffee enemas per day. And what that's doing is that the liver produces an enzyme called glutathione transferase. That enzyme is the most powerful detoxifying enzyme in the human body. And studies have shown that when you do 1 coffee enema the production of glutathione transferase by the liver goes up 600 to 700% greater than normal. There simply is not a better way to detoxify the human body than that. So those are the two main principles of the Gerson therapy. And then we give very specific supplementation based on what's called the mitochondrial production of ATP in the body. The mitochondria are little organelles in the cells, and what their specific job to do is to create energy on a cellular level. And energy is in the form of the molecule ATP, or adenosine triphosphate.
Yep.
So all the supplements that we give on the Gerson therapy are specifically geared toward that one goal, the production of energy on a cellular level, because that's what the human immune system needs to rally an immune response. It needs massive amounts of energy. And when you see someone who's sick and or dying, what's one of the first things you notice? They're lethargic. Why are they lethargic? Because they've lost the capacity to produce energy on a cellular level. And nothing does that better, creating energy on a cellular level, than the Gerson therapy.
Wonderful. So we come completely off animal protein and we go on to the good grains like the Ezekiel bread and Ezekiel 9:4.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there is no, if our patients eat meat on the Gerson therapy, especially in the beginning of their regimen, they simply won't survive. You can't heal on meat. It's really not possible to cure and advance cancer if the patients continue to eat, the meat that we're eating today.
Well, thank you, Patrick. That's absolutely wonderful. We're going to do a longer interview with you. You're coming to the studio in July. I'm looking forward to you coming up to Southampton for my Get Well, Stay Well Day on the 16th. So bless you. Thank you so much for being with us. God bless you. Bye.
Bye. We'll see you soon.
That was Dr. Patrick Vickers there carrying out an interview with Felicity last week on Revelation TV. We often featured Patrick on most of our programmes, don't we, Felicity?
Well, we do feature him a great deal because he really is the world authority on Gerson. And, you know, Dr. Max Gerson cured his own migraines to start with, and then he discovered that it was going to cure diabetes and cancer as well. So it's really just detoxing the body. Disease is always, you know, it's toxicity in the body that causes all these different diseases, and the worst one, of course, is cancer, where the thing is mutating. So he's now, the latest news is that Patrick is also coming to Ireland, and we've got Dublin on the 23rd of July.
Right.
So we're going to be doing Ireland as well as UK. Which
now, is that a course? Is that the Get Well course?
No, he's just going to be speaking. We're doing a 4-hour seminar where I'm introducing Patrick, and he hasn't been to Ireland, so it's going to be really interesting, and there are so many people who want to hear him. So we're doing that at the City West Hotel, which is just outside Dublin. It's a really, really lovely place, and people can come there from the north and the south. And so I'm hoping that people who came to Killyhevlin last year, you know, made lots of friends. Yeah. I hope that they're going to come and hear Patrick this time. So it's going to be really interesting, and so grateful to him that he's going to come over, you know, because he's got the big clinic in Mexico, which is absolutely chock-a-block all the time. Yeah. And then he's starting the new one in Indonesia. So he's got to train the staff up so that they do exactly the same thing. But Indonesia is a wonderful situation to do it in because it's not covered by the FDA, you know, the Food and Drug Administration, or the Fear and Death Administration, as some people call it. So it's really, really wonderful, and Dr. Max Gerson would be so thrilled that at long last, you know, 100 years later, it's really spreading all over the world, this wonderful Gerson therapy.
Now, you've experienced it yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, it got me well in 2003, and I was so lucky because you know, I was told about it. I had nursed, so I knew how to do the colonic washout, which is the little thing here that I talk about all the time, because it really is a life-saving therapy. You know, you can be doing the juices, but you've got to get rid of the toxicity.